Well, welcome back to Chinaron. Today I'm going to show you how to make a candy dish out of some old wood that you may have lying around. I just happen to have a bunch of old barn boards around, so it works really good for that. This one here took me about an hour and a half to make once I got done cutting it on the lathe and polyurethane it. So the next one should take about the same amount of time. So let's head over to the shop and get started. So obviously the first thing you're going to need is a piece of wood. Now I've got a piece of 1-inch barn board here that I'm going to use, and you're going to have to come up with the size of the candy dish that you want. And I have found that just the 4-inch PVC 90 works good. You can use a bowl or whatever you want. So all you need to do is just kind of pick out the area that you want and trace it out, just like that. And now we have the rough size of what we want for our bowl to be. So what we'll do next is we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this up with a jigsaw. I'm going to stay on the outside of the line here because once we put it in the lathe, we're going to be able to turn it down to a much better shape. Now that we got our basic shape, we're going to go ahead and fasten the backing plate to this for our lathe. So the trick to this is you want to make sure that this is center on your backing plate. So basically just find the center as much as possible, and then you're going to take and use some extremely short screws to put on the back of this. Okay, there it is. So now we're ready to put it on the lathe. And all these lathes are a little bit different, so don't go by exactly how mine works here. I'm going to go ahead and get this on. Alright, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this kind of shaped so it's kind of perfectly round. I'm going to start with that first. Alright, it's coming out really good. So what I've done is I've got a little bit of a bevel on it here because I want the bowl, the candy dish to kind of go up like that a little bit. So I'm really happy with what I'm seeing right there. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start cutting on the inside. And you're going to basically come up with a design that you like. Alright, let's go ahead and pop that off. One thing I need to do is I need to get a way of getting all this shavings and stuff like I have with the other equipment. Boy, that really come out nice. There's a little bit of a glare here. See if I can fix that. That's a little bit better, but it really come out nice. It's nice and smooth. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blow it off a little bit, and I'll put it in my paint booth and I'll put some poly on it. What's nice about using these old barn boards for things like this is it kind of gives it that rustic look. So kind of keep that in mind if you're going to use a new piece of pine and you're trying to decorate an area that you want it to look kind of old. These old barn boards work really good for that. So it's all dry obviously because I got some nuts in here, and I'm good to go. So thanks an awful lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.